Hi, Jenny. Hey, girl.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm tired.
Yeah.
Okay with kids. But good. Andrea, your screen is all funky. Hopefully she comes into view. Calendar here. Just wait a few more minutes or so. Nobody else hops on.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
All right. Woo. So maybe I don't know if the rest of Michelle and Andrea, who's on your cup team?
Laura,
Okay.
Sarah, and then I think her name's Christine. I don't know her. You just remember that post you made?
Yeah.
So
Do
it's
you guys
us
do you guys have
five.
a team cup call?
What was that?
You guys have a call you're gonna get on together?
Not yet, but we have a chat that we're checking in with each other pretty much daily
That's awesome.
so far.
Yay. Oh, that's great. And Jenny, I'm kind of using this as our call unless us in the chat we want to get together weekly and do something. Just kind of gauge in what people have time for.
Okay.
But I don't know if you guys look, so there's like this have you looked at the FAQ for the team cup? I
I
hadn't.
have I haven't looked at the FAQ. I've kind of looked through the handbook or the workbook that came in that email.
Yes. So I still need to like look through like all of that and like do that. But I was like looking at this. There's a
Yeah.
bingo
Yeah.
thing. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Um, and and I think it's free swag. Like everyone gets hit Success Club, and obviously it helps your business. Plus, you get something for it, which is always fun. Um, and then so like if everybody in your group gets hit Success Club, then you get a gym bag, which is worth $50. Um, and then like the top regional team and top team cup team. I mean, there's just lots of rewards there for that. And then the bingo thing is new. So I'm like, what is the bingo thing? But 24 challenges on the bingo card. So I'm gonna download darn bingo card. So this is for this week.
I was looking at it. I didn't know if we each complete our own bingo card or if we complete one bingo card as a team. Because it's together as a team, but
As a team. So it's completed as a team.
So we just submit one bingo card then.
Yes.
Okay.
So I will, in our thread, in our big thread, but people who don't know about it, but Andrea and Michelle, take this back to your team.
Yeah, Michelle posted that in our group chat already.
Yeah.
Good. Ahead of the game. I'm gonna have to look at this.
We need to figure it out though and get this week done.
I haven't looked at it either, so.
It's like if you don't know, you don't know. So it's like looking through the email and figuring it out. It's like it always sort of comes for me after I do. And so I just want to see how you guys felt last month went for you and how you're going to carry that in. Anything new you like goals you have for this coming month and any questions that you have. Kind of just make like a round table of it. I know for me, I can go first. Last month was like super, like coming off of December was so my business with bar, and there was just a lot of hype with it. And then all of a sudden January hit, and I was like, all these people, the stragglers were like all the maybes, never really came to fruition. So, you know, it happens to everybody where like you can have the maybes and you can, it's just you're planting seeds but nothing comes of it. And feel like you're kind of like pulling at strings, but truly it's I think it's because of all the work that I did in November carried into December, and then like I was leaning on the work from November but not new people, and so that's what happens like the following month. Then you're stuck a little bit like, okay, where's all my new people that are interested? And then there's no new people that are interested because you haven't talked to new people. So it's just keeping that in mind that like, yes, like the follow-ups are like the really like the secret sauce, but if you don't have people to follow up with, you're kind of messing well. So I would just think about that when you're moving it through your business this month of talking to new people. And then it's like, okay, Brie, well, how do I talk to new people? So for me, the two things like I'm doing, it's like two different things, Facebook versus Instagram. On Facebook, I am part of a couple groups. The one that I really enjoy being in right now is my March 2019 Mama group. And so like every once in a while, and I should maybe do it more, but I'll post something. And sometimes you get it's a big thing, and sometimes it's just like maybe one or two people comment. So this last month, I don't even remember what I posted about the nude comments, but it was a more popular post. So what I did was I like comment on everybody's comment, and then I go friend them. And some people you can't friend, so it's like you can make a message personally if you really connect with their profile, personally message them. But otherwise, I would just like friend request them, and sometimes I would message them if I felt like I had something to say, even if it was just like a thank you for showing up for my post, or I would just like friend request them and leave it at that. But I got a lot of good traction on Facebook from that. Also, do you have like the people pop up on your Facebook that are like that you should know that person? If it's somebody that's not in like another, we have this a lot where there's quite a few people that are in another network marketing land that are like, we could be friends, and I'm like, well, I just think I don't usually request them, or I don't usually add them. And there was one girl that like even messaged me about being a coach. I'm like, you're not even looking.
I've gotten that too.
My profile.
I've gotten like 2 of them recently asking me to be a coach. And
I'm like, you are not doing your job. Your job is to look at who I am before you message me. Like, Like we don't message people just by their picture. Like you have to see who they are. If they have a family, if they've been on a trip, if they like have had a transformation. Like you have to know the person a little bit, ask them a question and figure out who they are before you, I don't know, it just pisses me off. So don't do that. And then on Instagram, like searching those hashtags that not everybody that are very specific, that those have been successful, and not just searching. You have to like go and message them because they may or may not follow you back, but if you message that person, they'll at least know that you're a human being, bot. So take the time, and it doesn't have to be a lot. Just like find 5 people that you think that you could maybe have a conversation with. And really our job is to be professional friend makers. So it's just like figuring out there's people, and there are so many people out on social media that are very friendly. So just I searched the month of my kid, or you could do like boy mom, or Minnesota mom, or that sort of thing. Figure out, and even location, like look up, Lindsay, Minnesota, Blaine, Minnesota, and people in your area. You can look up if they tagged a location, their location will pop up. It can be super helpful too to find people. And so yeah, connections is a big thing, ladies. And then yeah, I mean that was kind of like my thing with last month. I just didn't feel like I had enough people in my pool to ask. So I don't know how do you guys feel about how last month went? Jenny, how about you? How did last month go?
I feel like I struggle with coming up with unique hashtags or less common hashtags to search. Like I'll search one that I think are unique, and then I'll start looking at their profile, and a lot of them are not in a random country or are already in fitness, even though it's not a fitness hashtag. So I've struggled with that aspect of finding hashtags.
Yeah, and so that's one thing. So if you're struggling with the hashtag thing, find somebody that you enjoy following. Like, who do you enjoy following that's not a Beachbody coach? For me, it's Allison Holter. She's Dancing with the Stars dancer, and she used to be on So You Think You Can Dance. That's where she's got her start.
Oh, she's married to Twitch. Yes, and their dances.
Yes, and I am obsessed. Like I love it. Like if I had more time, I would try to memorize that choreography and like do it in my bedroom. So like, just go to like her. I would go to her post and like find who likes her, and then I would scroll down and tag people based on their profile picture. Seems like someone I look. Maybe it's a mom and a kid. I'm like, okay, there's mom. Like, it's obvious. Well, click on her. And sometimes I'll like request if they're not, even if they're not public, I'll request. I've never had somebody come back and be like, why did you do that? I mean, you're on Instagram. People request you all the time.
So do you friend request them or message them first? Like if you were going through her group or her page?
Yeah, so if it's like, if I like happen to click on one of her followers and open up their page and it's public, so I could see their picture and I could message them, because if they're not public, you can't message them. So then I would like message them, just like I'd find a picture that I could relate to, and I either ask a question or I'd say, like, hey, we have this in common, or whatever it is. Hey, you stumbled down my feed. Like, I just wanted to reach out and tell you I hope you have a really wonderful day. I mean, it could be like simple as that. Like, I hope you have a great day. You're doing an awesome job. Love your page. Like, you really inspired me today. Like, just give them some love. And no one's gonna come back at you and be like, and if they do, it's like, well, whatever. It's like one in so many. That's what. If you're having trouble with like looking up people with hashtags, that's sort of my next go-to.
Okay.
That's super quick. And, maybe you add 10 people, and 5 people you message, and 5 you just add. They could come back. They could come back and follow you just because they like what they see on your page. And I usually don't add people who have more than 5,000 followers, because then that's just my rule of thumb.
Yeah.
5,000. If they have more than 5,000, they probably are doing their own thing. Have 5,000 followers. You know what I mean? So
in like a month's time, how many like connection conversations or different people are you having them with?
I probably have maybe 5 to 10 a week, so not much. It should be more. It's solely based on how many times I actually do this.
Okay.
I actually should do this every day. And what I have been doing is maybe like once or twice a week. But for Team Comp Month, it's going to be every day. And then it's just a habit, honestly. It's like using the tracker and making it a habit to make the connections. Because it doesn't take like hardly any time. It just takes remembering that you have to do it. You can tag it on, like, you scroll through your challenge group and you love all the people, and okay, now it's my connection time, and I like just spend like 10 minutes with people, and if those 10 minutes are up, then they're done. Like, you can get sucked in and you can be doing that for an hour. Just set an alarm so you don't feel like you're wasting time making friends with people who are never going to be friendly back to you.
Right.
So yeah. Hi, Michelle.
Hey, sorry I'm late.
No worries. Bedtime fiascos, I'm sure.
Exactly. And hi, Michelle. There's 2 of us.
I know. I'm like, I thought she was talking to me. I'm like, I've been on the whole time.
Sorry.
For some reason, I can't see everybody, so I have no idea who's on, and I don't know what I've clicked wrong.
It's probably by your where it says speaker view. I think you can maybe click on something over there. Maybe to change it. Andrea, what about you? How did last month go? What do you struggle with?
Connecting with people and finding people to make connections with. I need to figure out some good hashtags that are related to me, like that aren't so broad.
Right.
So that's where I'm trying to put some focus to.
Yeah.
Try to find my niche of different things in my life that are interest to me that I want to connect with others on.
Yeah. I think it really come because things in your life will change. The seasons of your life change. It will change. It's gonna be like, okay, these are my hashtags, and hashtags change based on like what you your post, based on what you're going into in your life, and would not waste so much time looking. Like, if you are looking for more than 10 minutes on a for hashtag, looking at hashtags for people, like, I would stop. Like, I would just like find, like I told Jenny, like, find somebody that you follow and follow their followers, not make it a hashtag thing. Because if that is what's frustrating for you, then I wouldn't do it. When the Instagrammer Kayla talked about hashtags, it's for your business purposes, at least on your posts. She recommends that you put the 15 to 30 hashtags on your posts, but do know, like, people aren't, when you look at people who like and follow your posts, there's probably not going to be that many people that are new that are like following hashtags. People don't follow hashtags. Like, if you weren't doing Beachbody, would you go on Instagram and look at a hashtag? Probably not. So don't expect people to do that for you. Like, it's more so, there's just that random person that finds you, as like, you like put Minnesota mom, and some random person looks that up. But really the important piece is just, having the post out there. And then when you're finding people to add to your network, they will look at your page and see that content there. And as far as content goes, like, that was the big thing too, big takeaway that she gave us was, this is the year of value added posts. So if you're looking at your page and all of your posts scream like, look at me, like, it's all about me, that's not what people want to see. People want to go to your page and feel like they're going to get something from reading your posts. And not every post has to be like, okay, these are my 3 tips. It doesn't have to be like every single time, but think about what value you could add. You could go on Pinterest and look at something, add that to your post. You could go to a blog and something for like Valentine's Day crafts or something like that. Like, make it so, like, okay, Andrea has 2 girls, they're busy mom, does hockey. Like, what does she bring to the rink to fuel her day? Or what does she do at the rink all day, while they're practicing? Like, how does she keep up her home? Like, people, like, different things like
Oh God,
that.
I don't keep up my home.
Well, that's the thing, like, and like, talk about that, because people think, like, how does she do that? Today I did a little story about the fact that I came to clean home. I didn't clean my home. Like, it's and when it's messy, it's like, show the mess, or like, if you're, I'm not good at organizing, but I want to be good at organizing, so I would maybe make a post about how I organize my kids' toys. Not like they're ever organized, but if something's interesting to you, then talk about that. But you don't have to be good at it. It just has to be something that is interesting to you.
What are you doing?
And then for Instagram posts, she also mentioned that, posting, like, Michelle, was it like 3 to 5 times a week? But Facebook is more like every day. So it's really like making your Instagram feed, sadly, more of a storefront. But doesn't mean like the story behind that picture can't be super, super valuable. So I would just, be consistent in your message and in your posts. And if you feel like you don't have anything to say, which I feel like that all the time, it just means, like, I think sometimes, like, when I think of something that I could talk about, like, I need to, like, write it down. Otherwise that juicy stuff, like, leaves me, and I actually need to write. So, like, in your notes section, keep the posts that you've already done, and then write in your notes, like, the date that you wrote them, because I will forget, like, did I actually post this? I don't remember. Like, it looks familiar because I wrote it out and I read it, but did I actually post that? So make a note in your notes of when you posted, because you can reuse that post. You can change it up a little bit. You can reuse a picture, you know, like 20 slides down. Like people don't keep track of that. So if you have a really awesome post that you love and it meant something to you and you feel like you want to share that again, share it again. How about you, Michelle Fisher?
Sorry. I'm like, if it looks like I'm not paying attention, I'm totally paying attention, but I've got like 3 different things going on at the same time. So it's really bothering me that I can only see like myself. So I can't see any of you, so I feel like I'm just talking to myself. Actually, I can see Bree, but I can't see anyone else. It's really weird, and I don't know what to click on. But anyways, this has never happened.
Go look at the upper right corner.
There's nothing up there.
Where it says gallery view or speaker view or
no. Anyways, I'll just I'll just talk to, well, I can see Bree, so at least I guess it looks like I'm talking to somebody else. But I sold 1 challenge pack last month, which I was super excited about because I haven't sold very many challenge packs. I only have a couple of challengers, and that's why I'm on my phone right now working on another one from one of my old coworkers. So she says she's been watching all of my videos for like the last year, and I never reached out to her, so my bad to begin with. But so she's gonna take the promo code and all the goodies tonight, so I'm pretty excited about that.
That's awesome.
But I need to keep making connections too. And I just wrote down your little tip about the birth month, so I definitely need to find a group with Judson's birth month and start making some connections there. So
yeah, I'm sure there is one on Facebook. Just type in. Yes. What month was he born?
April.
Yeah.
So
April 2019.
So yes. So
yeah, for sure. That's exciting. Literally every challenge pack, no matter how long you do this for, because it's just someone is trusting you to help them on their journey, and you know how good it'll be for them if they just commit. You know, some people buy challenge packs and they don't ever like check in and they don't ever do anything. Don't think that that's just on, you know, your group. Like it happens to me all the time where everyone's like super excited and I like check in a week later and they're like, oh yeah, I'm doing it. I'm like, check into the group. Like, you don't check in, I don't know what's going on. So it's like, you can only do what you can do. But yeah, no, that's wonderful that your coworker is signing up.
You just said like people don't check in. I actually have a neighbor that signed up and bought a challenge pack, and she's been getting her, not Shaco, but she did the Energized pack every month. But she's never checked in our challenge group once, never once. So I reached out to her and she didn't really respond. So I'm like, she's been getting her Shaco or her Energize and stuff for the last couple of months. But then I started an email a couple of weeks ago. Every Friday I'm sending it out, and I put a couple things that we put in our challenge group, like a couple posts in the email, and then the weekly meal plan. And she responded back that she appreciates that because one of her New Year's resolutions was to not be on Facebook, or on social media. So that's working. And every week she responds with something. I've done this, I've done that. So it's pretty cool. So
that's awesome. Yeah.
That works as well.
Email, never discount good old email. Which, I mean, seriously, it's like, I mean, I check my email maybe once a day, but it's there. Like you send an email, unless you go ahead and delete it. I mean, they're going to be reminded that you sent them an email. Whereas like Messenger, not everyone checks their messages, and if they open it up and then they don't respond, they're going to forget about it. So yeah, sending something weekly, if you can make that happen, will be a big thing for your business. How about you, Michelle? The other Michelle?
I think I'm kind of in the same boat. It's just making more connections, more consistent with that. So I have my tracker and I just need to be consistent in that area.
Yeah.
Post-wise, I was kind of feeling in a rut, like I was same kind of things, you know.
Mm-hmm. Do you
I
feel
did
like it was like a slump after Arizona?
Yes, totally.
I just like the first few days was like, oh yeah, like I'm on this high, and now I'm like, and then I was like, I don't know what to say.
right.
It was weird. It was a weird feeling. I feel like that the same thing happens after Summit too, where it's like you have so much to talk about, and then you feel like all you're talking about is Beachbody,
Yeah.
coaching, and then you're like still wanting to talk about Beachbody and like coaching, yet like you have to put in other things, and it's just like I don't know. It's like you're in this like fog.
Yeah.
Totally get it.
So I did my hair post this morning because that's not really usually my kind of thing, and I thought I'll just do something different.
Yeah, no, it was good.
I don't know. So I guess that's one thing I'm trying to read more and just do more personal development, because usually if I do that, then I come up with some kind of more ideas.
Yep. And I think we sometimes forget that we don't have to be, like you go to some pages and you compare yourself to like these other coaches that have like whatever. And you can put up just as like a clear picture. No, it doesn't have to be anything like super fancy, but it's like whatever you did that day, just be you talking and just telling, like what you did for the day and what, something funny your kid said, or, what would you say if you were not a coach? You know what I mean? Like still be human and relatable to people. Like it doesn't have to be something perfect said every time. So that's my own reminder to myself too. For sure. Tomorrow is the Coach Glimpse group. So that Zoom not last Tuesday, was it last Tuesday or the Tuesday before last, was incredible. I think it was just very low key and personable, and we talked about coming off of Arizona, and I think there was a lot of people who were interested, and just felt like we were again real human beings, and this is like a business of community, and that's why people really love coaching. Like why I really love coaching is this aspect. So don't be afraid to like share that link with people. If you can't be on the Zoom itself, like just you can still share the link either from what we did previously or the one that'll happen tomorrow night. But if you have somebody that, if you put up a post and they just like it, like I would still send them a message asking them if they wanted to hear more about the coaching opportunity, or you can say accountability coach, or mentor, or it can be your gateway into asking them if they have a fitness jam. Like I think like getting as many interested eyes for those Zooms is pretty stellar, because then if they've been to the Zoom and they're, oh well, maybe, then you can push them into the Glimpse group that'll happen on the 19th. So there'll be a Glimpse group like we normally do, like the sneak peek groups on the 19th from 8:30 to 9:30. So those 2 dates, the 5th and the 19th, and that's going to be ongoing for the rest of the year. Wednesdays, the 1st and the 3rd Wednesday of every month will be, the first one will be a Zoom, and the third one will be a group. Do you know how to plan your month from now on? That's what it is. So, but I'm excited for Team Cup. I think it's like sort of like a fresh start. And I love feeling the need to be accountable applicable to your group. You know, you do well in your business, you do well as a team. So it's just that extra push. And like, if you're not using the tracker, like I'm not a great tracker, but I will be this month because like if you don't do it, you'll never know. You know what I mean? Like if you don't do it every day, like, well, if I only use the tracker, maybe that's fine, you know? Like just do it. It's just like find 2 minutes in the day to like look over, check off the boxes that you did. And if you didn't check a box, that's okay. It's like knowing where you have and have not done your stuff. You can look at the week and be like, okay, like I need to recognize more, I need to connect more, or I need to make more posts about the healthy meals that I'm making, or I need to invite more. You know what I mean? So like use the tracker. Nothing else this month. Make a commitment to use it every day. Deal?
Did you look at the Team Cup tracker has like this really like a social media outline? Can you see it? Can you guys see
Sort of.
it?
I'm gonna print mine tomorrow.
So it's pretty cool because it's got like all the days of the week and different times, so you can plan out all your social media posts for the whole week too.
Oh, nice. And
Along with
that's
this, so
super helpful too. When you know for the week like what you're gonna do, oh my god, it takes the level of stress off.
I haven't started it yet because it starts on Thursday, so it's on that weird.
I know, I hate
Not
that.
on.
Like, why?
Yeah.
Like I understand like that's when you get paid.
I get it. Yes.
It doesn't make sense. It's not the start to a week or a week. So, all right, ladies. Well, here I'm gonna take a picture. Say cheese. Okay. Happy none. Any last minute questions?
Okay, so are we doing this weekly? This Tuesday? I can't remember.
Nope. So for like myself and downline, for Fit Movement and downline, I'm doing the first Tuesday of the month.
Okay.
Just so we can like have any questions that came up from last month and talk about the plan for the month, and, you know, whatever it is, and like
Okay.
coaches to come on to a Zoom perhaps and not have 50 people on there. That can be sometimes overwhelming. So just you know, that's what I decided to do.
Yep, that's good. No, that's good.
And then Monday call is just because I think it's a little confusing from what it used to be, and I have to change the cover, the Fit Movement page. But every Monday there's a team call, but it's the Slate Squad call, and it's recorded. It's at 7 p.m. Central Time. So if you can get on at 7, great. If you want to watch the recording, great. I would do it, you know, whatever one you can do. I would do one. But the Fit Forward United like team call where you'd see all of our faces, that's the last Monday of the month at 9. So if you are like team called out, then just do the first Tuesday of the month and the last Monday of the month. Cool.
Yep.
And then in the car you can listen to the other calls.
Yes.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you guys for hopping on. So
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.